Hey all, Little Flix here, and welcome back to Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Today we're watching episode 8, which is titled The Well. So yeah, just don't really get any idea of what that's about. So I'm, as always, not reading the synopsis, just going in blind. Really haven't got a clue about that. But as the last few episodes, we've been having them focus more on individual characters overall, with the plot of it, and we haven't really got Centipede or anything yet. That's kind of just been, I think, on hold. A lot of you have told me that after episode 3, because I've just uploaded that, the next few episodes are a lot of character stuff, which I have seen, so I'm expecting maybe this might be more about Ward or May, and then the last one might be Coulson before we really get into the whole Centipede thing and Captain America stuff. That's just a guess anyway. I'm not 100% sure, and the well itself doesn't mean anything to me apart from maybe isn't in some kind of fairy tale thing or in the mythology of that, the well's kind of a symbol of youth or magic, and something like that can happen. So maybe it's not magic or anything, but something like that might be kind of involved possibly, maybe, with this. I think I'm stretching. So I just think we should just start, and I can stop trying to guess. Let's go with episode 8.
In ancient times, people believed the heavens were filled with gods and monsters and magical worlds.
Well,
Then, as time passed,
Thor.
those beliefs worlds with nature
Ah, there you go. All right.
beings once revered as gods like Thor have returned.
Greenwich University. Cool. London. I used to think Greenwich was Greenwich because that's how it's written, and English makes no sense. So, the Thames, it's Thames. Anyway, that's Australian school education for you.
It's definitely the type of work a monkey could easily do.
You're our little monkey.
Aw, he's obsessed with monkeys too. Oh.
Don't give me that look. I'll talk to them when I talk to them.
Ooh.
Talk to who?
Mom and Dad, Asgardians are aliens from another planet that visited us thousands of years ago.
Or more.
Okay.
And because we couldn't understand aliens, we thought they were gods.
That's where our Norse mythology comes from.
All right, that's how it's explained in this universe. Didn't know that. Now I do.
Thor and his people sent down the god of cleaning up after yourself.
I haven't seen Thor 2. I've seen the first one, which I briefly saw a clip of in that little opening. But it looks like that huge ship thing that was coming up alongside, the land where the water was and the building was there, I'm assuming is this university. And because they're talking all about the gods and the legends and stuff, I'm going to assume that happened in 2. But I've seen some of the previews for 2 and it didn't look like it went to Earth. Or maybe it was part of something that happened a little bit in 1. I'm just not remembering. So I'm assuming this is meant to be a big reference of them cleaning up something that happened in Thor. But I'm a little bit just I don't know what's happening. But I don't think the rest of the episode's going to be about that at all. So I think I'll be fine. But I'm assuming at this point that's what it is. And I'm sure one of you lovely people can help me get it all clarified once this is posted.
Wouldn't mind getting my human hands on Thor. So dreamy.
Sure, he's handsome, but
No, he's dreamy.
Oh, even May likes Thor.
Fitz, is that,
Definitely not from here. Another piece of the ship. What are you doing?
Because of the alien virus.
out of sight.
Oh, that's what they're looking for. Oh, he doesn't look too happy about it. Now he's worried about her, right? Norway! Oh, I love Norway! I love it. Please tell me much this episode happens in Norway. Please tell me it happens in Norway. I love Norway. I went to Bergen on the west coast 2 years ago. I was only there for a few days, but it's beautiful, and just the fjords and the mountains surrounding I love it. I'm really excited. I love how we've been going to a lot of Scandinavian places. We're in Sweden, and now we're in Norway. Really happy that We're in Norway. So what's that symbol? That's obviously more important than me trying to read the sign. That symbol means something. Don't harm the trees! Those glasses were not what I was expecting him to be wearing. Well, goggles more like it, really. Bad time to cut down a tree in the national park.
We should check that out.
Okay, so it's not a well, it's something in the tree. But what is it? So he's got gloves on, she's going to touch it without it, so what's that going to do? Powers?
What have you done?
Now she's going to go kill him, isn't she? Superpowers. But why would you want that to do evil things with? So we're very focused on Thor, as we knew before, Norse mythology. I'm looking forward to seeing where this one goes.
I'm just a bit more wary about the height thing since
You're afraid? Think the tree grew around it?
I'd have to check the dendrochronology.
He's just talking to her to distract her.
I mean, the
That's
Norway
nice.
is rather
Catch you if you fall.
Oh, he's so sweet.
And
It's not Chitauri, is it?
No, don't worry. This isn't another viral threat. Hang on.
Oh, alright, she's really shooken up about that. Oh, Gemma. That's handy.
It's like a staff or a rod.
It's very handy. I wish this technology actually existed.
David.
The hell's wrong with these people?
Well, I guess we know who they think they are.
Show me. I want to know. Well, now you think you are gods because you had the power from an alien staff thing. But before that, you were just human. I think maybe they got a bit more mental issues that we aren't aware of.
Yay, internet, she said, sarcastically.
Norse paganist, obsessed with anything derived from Norse mythology, stories of Asgard.
And now,
Okay.
a weapon.
They've probably gone back through all the Norwegian mythology that, you know, people think is fake, but is actually real. And with the whole thing of Asgard and Thor and all that happening, they've, you know, tried to trace it back and find the stories that could point them to where this magical staff thing is. It makes sense to kind of go back into those fairy tales, which is what they're kind of doing. This would be cool.
Warrior into a state of uncontrollable rage, and the staff contain a very powerful magic.
Or a scientific attribute.
Analytically minded and pretty as a peach.
The warrior in the story?
Oh, he didn't like her calling her pretty.
Came to Earth to fight.
Ooh.
What happened to the staff?
Got cut up.
Well, he didn't want its dark magic falling into the wrong hands, so he broke it into 3 pieces and hid each one in a different location. I have a wonderful explanation.
Oh no! Let go! Oh, is that a memory? Oh my god, get out, Sky!
Whoa, whoa. Grant, calm down.
Grant! Grant what? Ward.
The staff's gone, someone took it.
That doesn't look good. Is he part of that society thing or just wants it for himself because he's like all into that history? Nope. It's gonna get stolen.
You can't just disappear. We'll have to turn up somewhere.
Over there.
Go.
I'm more worried about Ward right now. He touched it. He has had a pretty bad backstory that we've got so far.
We're not quiet.
Yes, he's a bit more angry.
I want to hear this.
Need to calm down, not get worked up.
Oh, this is gonna go very bad. Deep breaths.
To talk. Because that's what you do. Talk. And talk. Would you ever get tired of hearing your own voice?
A mother is able to lift a
Don't you touch her.
baby.
Or am I gonna have to save Simmons' ass? Again.
Oof. He was so nice at the start. Okay, the memory. He fell down the well. That's what the... Duh, I didn't realize. That's what this is about. So he's like drowning? As a child almost?
I'm concerned that my exposure to that weapon has compromised my ability to do my job.
Oh, just now? Come on,
Familiar with
bro.
my history. So for obvious reasons, I don't think back to childhood.
Okay then. You were right. He's Asgardian.
Good thing.
Oh.
Otherwise, that would have been awfully embarrassing.
Okay, so he's Asgardian. Oh, I didn't expect that.
You're the Asgardian warrior who stayed.
Please don't tell anyone.
I had
So it's
no
him in the
clue.
stories.
Did you? Hidden in plain sight, an actual Asgardian.
We could just cut him open a little bit, get some maybe some bodily fluids. We could find out.
Or we could just ask him, weirdo. This is way better than...
So he's trying to get the stuff away so
Big mouth.
no one could use it.
Captured, tortured.
Horny. I met a French girl
Jesus.
in 46.
The effects of the staff, are they permanent?
No.
The strength wears off. Oh, that dark, nasty ache in the pit of your stomach. The rage. I'd give it a few decades and it'll wear off too.
Decades.
If you want to defeat a god, you must become one.
I really don't like these guys. Whoa. Oh, he purposely did. Oh. So he could defeat them and save people.
I don't know what to do. He's not human.
He's dying.
Yeah, we know, but she doesn't understand his anatomy. Even worse. Oh my god.
Sometimes you have to just jump in and figure things out.
That's gross, Coulson. Someone threw him down there, his older brother, right?
Grant, drop the staff.
Get away from me.
Agent Ward, this isn't you.
Get away, Sky! You're asking for it. I don't know how Sky's gonna feel after seeing him like this. Oh, we're getting the full memory now. Oh. He wasn't the one drowning.
Not yet. Throw him the rope, and I'll throw you in there too.
So it's his younger brother. Are we ever gonna meet this brother? His brother's a dick. Which we already knew, but that's so bad.
This time, let me help.
She's gonna be unstoppable with extra power.
I am not afraid of you.
Should be. So how's she gonna go with this now too? This is so parents now.
Maybe I should jump in.
Oh, I love their friendship.
When you held it, did you see anything? How did you hold all three?
Because I see it every day.
Oh, May. If Coulson touches it, is he gonna see what actually happened?
I was killed. Well, almost.
But you were.
I'm hazy
You
on
were.
that.
Yeah. Okay.
I have no memory of being revived, of being in a hospital. Just woke up a few months later.
And are you haunted by it, Mr. Coulson?
Yes.
No,
Yeah. No way.
not exactly.
Oh, he's gonna take a while.
I know you're not when you talk, but like I said, I'm here.
Guess. Won't happen yet, but
I'm beat.
it was the moment that could have gone. Possibly. No. Sky. I mean, May is awesome, like, and I love her, but no! Don't know how I feel about that, guys. I mean, nothing might have happened, but let's be honest. Probably did. Because they're both very attractive, so why not? Oh, is this Tahini? Oh, please tell me this is some information about what happened.
Did I fall asleep?
For a little while, but that's good. It means you are relaxed.
I know I shouldn't pause it, but that's literally Dollhouse. That's so funny. Oh, we keep mentioning that it was like an imprint thing that made him differently, and I was just thinking that because of Dollhouse, and I didn't know how else to describe it, but that's literally, if no one's seen it, that's what they say all the time. Did I fall asleep for a little while? Oh my god, that's so funny. Please tell me what happened.
Tahiti's too good to be true.
Yep.
No,
Because it's not real.
it's a magical place.
Okay. Oh, so now he's having nightmares. Oh. Oh my god. Oh, I hate how they just keep teasing that and don't tell us. I just really want to know. Well, my theory about that whole thing with Coulson and Tahini is not too far off by the sounds of it. I'm still sticking with that theory as well. Not sure if that's what it's going to be about, but that's what I'm going with because it seems very likely to be that. So I still can't also get over the whole did I fall asleep for a little while. That is so funny. But moving on from that and my displeasure of not finding out more, let's talk about the episode. So Simmons and Fitz did take a bit of more Fitz in this episode since last episode was really about him. He took more of a back seat this one. We had some more information about Gemma not being really able to forget about what happened and being a little scared of heights, which is understandable, and not knowing how to talk to her parents about it and dodging their calls, which is really nice at the end that she took the leap and she's probably told them, as we heard her say when she walked off screen, the last few weeks haven't been easy. Skye pretty much was just backing up Ward this whole time, which we found out his name is Grant, and just trying to make sure he's okay and trying to protect him while he was trying to protect everyone else, because that's what Ward does. Very much from his backstory about him as a child that was in episode 3, The Asset, you really see that's his main motivation. He wants to protect and help people who may not be able to protect or help themselves all the time. And that's, I think, one of his biggest character traits. Another one that we found out here is that he has a lot of, well, we already knew he would have had a lot of bad memories and past trauma from, his abusive brother. But the whole well thing was terrible. Like, his older brother threw the youngest brother down and was telling him not to let him out until he said so. Otherwise he'll throw him down too. That's so disturbing. And as I said, I wonder if we'll actually get to meet his brother if he's still around, because I'm not sure, maybe something happened to him that we haven't seen yet. Or even his younger brother would be interesting too, but it's just a possible story I think that you could definitely do over the series. So I'd be interested to see if that happens. And he does have a lot of rage that he's suppressed and kept down and, out of sight, out of mind, which isn't always the best way to cope, but it worked so far for him. But now from this staff that tapped into that and released those memories, I think he might need to figure out a new way to deal with all that, the trauma and everything that he's experienced and that's resurfacing, because I don't think it's going to stop. I think it's just probably going to play on his mind now, since he's tapped back into that darkness. I think he described it as. May was also very interesting in this episode. She wasn't really in it all too much. Towards the end, it was very interesting when she was using the staff and she, had all 3, and he was surprised how she could handle it. And she goes, well, I see those memories every day, so it's nothing new. And I think that is letting in so much information for us about her character. We knew something bad had happened and that she wanted out of combat. I deduced that it was probably because of something that, went down like that. I don't actually know, but what we've seen Ward tap into, I can kind of maybe assume that it's got something to do with that. She seems very, very ashamed, I think, a little bit of what happened and possibly how she couldn't help people, and guilty. Survivor's guilt, maybe even. So that was interesting that it didn't seem to affect her as much as it did affect Ward, that's for sure, and that's why he mentioned it. And that's probably why, because as she said, she sees this every day, which I feel sorry for her. The one thing I did not like is her leaving the door open for Ward and him going in. Oh, you were just down there with Skye and I wanted you to kiss and he could have had a beautiful moment. But I guess maybe now, even though he feels something towards Skye, and clearly she feels something towards him, and it's not necessarily just, it's not like lust, there's actually like a deep care behind it. It's not just a physical thing. It's a lot more to it than that. And maybe he's not used to that, or, is not used to people showing him, you know, affection kind of in that way because of his upbringing, and he doesn't know how to deal with it possibly. I'm making a lot of assumptions here, but I think at the moment maybe he just thinks May understands him better and understands what he's going through more than maybe Sky can, which I don't think is necessarily true, because we still haven't heard anything else about Sky's parents, or whether they were S.H.I.E.L.D. agents or they were, you know, in the crossfire of something happening in a S.H.I.E.L.D. operation, and she bounced around Foster's home her whole life, and she would understand. It's a different type of like trauma, but she understands. And I think Ward needs someone like that in his life, but I think someone like May is a little bit easier now to swallow. So, as I said in the reaction, they might not have slept together, but I'm thinking they did, and that's just like another reason that him and Sky are going to be delayed to getting together. And I know this is like a Whedon show, and I'm just feeling like if they eventually get together, one of them's going to die or something. Like, it just happens. So I want them at least to have more time than some characters in the Whedonverse have. That's all I'm going to say. And I think that's probably all right now for that episode. I did really enjoy it. It was a bit different. As I said, I wasn't expecting it to be about Centipede, but I wasn't exactly expecting it to be very heavy on Asgard and Asgardians. So that was interesting, especially since I haven't watched all of Thor, so I'm a bit out of sorts with that. But the thing is, at least I know who Thor is, and I think that's the main point. And I know it's like Norse mythology and all that stuff, so I think that's fine for that episode. Yeah, the Asgardian, I forget his name actually. He might come back in the future possibly, maybe not, maybe, but it's open for that, so that could be interesting. I'm never actually expecting to see any of the Avengers in this show though. I just expect them to be referenced. Apart from maybe the only person coming back in might be Nick Fury, Samuel L. Jackson, but I'm not assuming like Chris Hemsworth is going to rock up, or, you know, Guardians of the Galaxy is going to be in there or anything like that. But it would be kind of cool. Even if it was just like the end sequence with like Nick Fury in a few episodes back, that would have been really, really fun to see, but I don't think we will see that. Apart from that, I really don't have anything else to say. I think next episode will be a May one, since we've had everyone else but May, and then as I said, I think the next one after that might be about Coulson, because they're dropping a lot of hints about Tahini and how he doesn't feel right and how he feels different. So I'm expecting that to come in the next 2 episodes. If they're going to do it that soon, it might be delayed a bit longer, but since we're on these kind of more focused character episodes, I'm thinking he's not going to be the next one, but the one after. But since I've just repeated myself a bunch of times, I think I'll just end this one here. And thank you all so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do so you don't miss out on the rest of the series, and you can watch some of my other content. Thank you all again, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!